Good. I want you to finish. I just telling you got the cat.
I want to finish too. Nah, yeah, I slammed. Yeah, so.
God damn! How hard did you smack the door?
You mean how hard did the criminals that broke into my car slam though?
Oh yeah, right.
They slammed it pretty hard.
I'm weak.
That shit hurt me, bro. I was like, motherfucker.
I got a big ass head, bro.
Where did that come from?
No, you got a big ass head. When you put on the Velcro strap, and that shit barely strapped.
God.
Oh, he going crazy. Hold up.
Well, my thing is, at least they had to smash your window to get in. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just opened my car door and was there.
Oh, you got a charger? Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, I heard his joint crazy right there.
Oh, my God.
Now, I would have been tight if I would have dropped $250, $300 on tent, and then a day later, they broke the damn window. I'd have been hot.
Boy,
I would have been hot.
All right.
I'd have been hot.
Hell yeah.
The cop would be like, what's the report? Everybody going down.
Everybody going down. Pew, pew.
Like, sir, you need to calm down. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Let that thing ring now.
I already know what's on.
Good chicken, good.
Let that thing ring now, baby. Ooh, do it again. Ooh, do it again. Ooh, do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, you just keep on going forever. It's Tuesday, damn it.
Oh, I heard that jump for a minute. I thought 21 question. Got that 50 Cent jump was playing.
We all barely today.
Facts.
Yo, my computer has been going like OD slow.
I think it's just the system. Even at the shipyard, that shit been going crazy.
About to be a cyber attack.
Cyber attack.
All right, man. I guess we can start the show.
That's how we got to do the show. We got to sing for everything.
Tell her we got to start the show.
Sean got to start the show.
D-Mark got that heat.
What you saying now? I'm the man now. I be flying in the bird when I land down. Bands on bands now, I got hella fans now. Chopper hit on, we call that a man down. I keep them racks on me, but I don't rap for free. They say that I'm Hollywood, it don't bother me. Bitch, please don't follow me, I don't do no following. Only taking phone calls when that money calling me. Choppers as tall as me, ballin' I gotta be. Niggas acting like bitches always got the tick. White on me, yo gotta expire me. I was just a youngin' trying to get it, yeah we gotta eat. First it be fiery, make these niggas get tired of me. You a worker, I'm a boss, nigga, you can't fire me. Keep green like celery, dodging all of these felonies. Killing them with my melodies, going hard like on every beat. Shawty thought it forever be. Fans, they keep on telling me that I'm the hardest in the street. Wait till I hit the industry. At first they wasn't feeling me, now these bitches they feeling me. I'm on top where the ceiling be. They done made my night hearing me, but what you saying now? I'm the man now. I be flying in the bird when I land down. Bands on bands now, I got hella fans now. Chopper hit on, we call that a man down. I keep them racks on me, but I don't rap for free. They say that I'm Hollywood, it don't bother me. Bitch, please don't follow me, I don't do no following. Only taking phone calls when that money calling me.
Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome back to the Delta 8 edition of the Gun Line. We got so much to talk about tonight. So much has happened over the last couple of weeks. Obviously we getting prepared for the grand opening of the new shop. It's just been 100 miles an hour every single day. So got a lot to update everybody with. Obviously, there's been some rule changes with the ATF, blah, blah, blah. And we also going to see what's going on as far as what's trending in the two-way community. All right. But welcome back, right, to another episode of the Gun Line. All right. If you don't know about the Gun Line, this is where we talk about all things two-way, all things the Black community. If you don't care about what, we got to think, turn this off because we don't give a damn, right?
That don't sound like an indirect threat right there.
Keem like this girl I'm about to show on Instagram later. Man, the man playing with a high point at that. Anyway, so I was like, you deserve to almost shoot yourself.
Oh boy. But
anyway, welcome back, everybody. All right, and I'm here with Just Superior.
You're
the superiors.
Yeah, it's we dolo tonight. She sends her love, but we dolo.
Mm-hmm.
What's good, everybody? What's good, chat? You know what I'm saying? How everybody doing out there? We here. We alive, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shit been hectic, but we overcome adversity as always.
Speedy, what up, though?
What's good, Speedy?
What's goody?
No, pick it up.
Goody, Speedy.
Gotta get in the studio.
Oh, boy.
We call it Tactical After Dark. Man. But yeah, and last but not least, we got the singing Sig man himself.
Ain't no
Oh wait.
Oh
yeah. Oh, Bailey back.
Hey everybody.
Wow, Angela just hey auntie. Hey y'all.
Your favorite female instructor is here.
Mm-hmm. She had to join us. She was
Not
over
with the
there
pinky up.
Cooking mash. Ooh, that look good, King.
What you got? Let me see.
This would be some Malibu tequila and orange juice.
So you call it a nipple suck with
Malibu makes tequila?
No. Malibu tequila and orange juice. So
how about this?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, you about to be told.
You is.
I'm about to give it a
Keep himself, everybody.
Yeah.
What's going on? I got Team Sig with me today for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What Tuck said? You took the AR off the wall. Yeah, man.
Oh, I got my Team Sig behind me as well. Yeah.
Team Sig.
Oh,
how you doing? Good talk.
That's the part about it. That's King's real hat.
I'm gonna come.
Sure, your pressure.
Talk about that 100-pound bear he got back there.
Right. And he chilling. He had a rifle on. Hilarious.
Yo.
Hey, yo. You can zoom into that.
Everybody look at this.
Look at the teddy bear. The fact that motherfucker take up the whole bed, bro.
Right.
What is his name?
What's his name?
They just call him Bear for now.
Bear.
Did you say Strawberry?
Bear.
Oh.
No, just Bear. Just Bear.
Strawberry.
We keep it simple.
You say you call them sour bears?
Call them.
You like the wordplay? Ooh, the sour bear.
I don't get it.
Sig sour bear.
I stand corrected. His name is Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo.
I stand
Well,
corrected.
Why you got to be
Donatello?
Italian? Like, you got an Italian there.
Hey,
Where's
we inclusive
Donatello
over here. Everything's inclusive.
and Michelangelo?
We include everybody.
Man, who we got out there? I know we got quite a few folks, man, checking in, tuning in. You know. So first up, man, I don't know what's trending. I'm gonna let somebody else get into that. But let me just go into why we do what we do, man. This is I don't know how to describe it, man. We've been going through the ups and downs, you know, and everything, you know, just to be where we are, you know, to be black gun dealers, you know, firearms dealers. Man, it's been an up and down journey, you know, over the past 3 years, man. But it's so rewarding, you know, and we always so hype about, you know, just giving training and things of that nature, you know. Now, and I'm glad that, you know, the trend is growing, you know, with more and more, you know, African American instructors and the fails popping up and things like that, man. You know, I feel good about that. You know, obviously, you know, a light bulb, you know, went off with a lot of folks' head, you know, during COVID, you know, and a couple years ago, just given the climate of the nation at that point. You know, it woke a lot of people up to say, man, I'm trying to do things a little bit different, and it caught fire. And obviously I speak for everybody when I say, like, we proud to be a part of that. You know. Good evening,
Facebook user.
Right? Why don't you just say Facebook?
I have no clue. Good account got banned.
What's up, Bob?
But anyway, man, we got a lot coming up for you guys, as we'll get into. But if you don't know now, you know, September 3rd, the grand opening. You know, we about to have a hell of a time out there, man. So if you ain't got nothing going on, you know, please come through, giveaways and food, you know, things of that nature, man. So we super excited about that. You know?
Don't forget to let them know that September 3rd is the grand opening.
And it's the 3rd of September.
I was like, what?
The September 3rd is the grand opening too. Yeah, it's crazy.
Be there or be square.
Make sure y'all be there.
Or be square.
King was supposed to come in and sing it.
Be there or be square.
You can actually turn that into a song for real. Be there or be square.
Yeah, came with the.
It's gonna be on.
I came on stream with a bear.
Ooh.
Guess what? He got hair.
I like that.
His name is Leonardo.
What in the world?
Leo.
Out of all things you could have chose, his name's Leonardo.
Like 2 billion names. You
I don't even know if y'all would name my nephew Leonardo. I couldn't take it. His name would definitely be Leo in my eyes.
Shout out to Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's the GOAT.
I would agree.
Oh, yeah.
I would agree with that.
Unpopular opinion. I think Denzel second.
Shout out to Redis for about to go undefeated and be ass during the real season.
You mad or
I
no?
can't take it. I can't take it.
Shout out to Carolina. Anyway, y'all go ahead.
You know, man, Baker Mayfield might be watching this.
Huh?
Shout out to the
Say it right.
the Redskins, to the
If Baker Mayfield is
football
ever
team,
watching,
the
I need some
Commanders.
money.
If I see Baker Mayfield name pop up on that show,
Wow, Baker Mayfield.
I love you, Baker. Hey, mommy. Kenzie, hello.
Hey, girl.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
What we got to talk about tonight, man?
About this ridiculous long list.
Oh yeah. Can I get a piece of chicken first?
Gonna save me some?
You gonna eat your cornbread,
bro. I'm hungry, man. Listen. So we knew DC had to go through a lot. Oh, am I cutting off? Oh, let's see. My computer is going crazy. We all knew DC had to go through a lot in order to obtain guns, but when Bill actually just read out what they like, to what extent they had to go through to get guns last night, I was just like, yo, I think that's utterly ridiculous. Like, it ain't even worth it to get a gun up in DC at that point. Which leads me, that's probably why they did it.
Which is why I decided that I was going to read you the laundry list of what you got to do to get a gun.
Not the laundry list.
No, seriously.
No, it's a laundry list. So, so we deal with a black lady that's FFL dealer in DC, and her website is laid out to the point where she explains everything that you need to do if you have to transfer a firearm to DC. So she goes and proceeds to say, step 1, make your purchase. At the time of your purchase, please inform the seller to ship the firearm to this place and contact us. Step 2, once the firearm is received. Once the firearm has been received, we will contact you to schedule an in-person appointment to begin the transfer process. To schedule an appointment, the transfer fee will need to be paid. $125 for the first firearm, $75 each for any additional firearm. Step 3. Please be sure to bring the following items to the appointment: a valid photo ID, which is the driver's license, identification card, or passport. During the appointment, the following tasks will be completed: a NICS background check, a PD 219, which I'm not even sure what form that is, an ATF form 4473, and you're going to schedule a Metro Police Department appointment.
God damn.
So Metro Police Department appointment, please be sure to bring the following item with you. So you got to do a proof of firearm safety training, provide a valid government issued photo ID, 2 forms of proof of residency, application for firearm registration certificate, statement of eligibility, firearm sales receipt, payment, which is a $13 firearm registration application fee, and $35 for fingerprinting. Metro Police Department has up to 60 days to process a firearm registration application /90 days to complete a concealed carry application. For updates on your application, contact Metro Police Department Firearm Registration Branch. Step 5, registration and firearm pickup. When Metro Police Department has successfully completed your registration, you'll be sent a digital version of your registration via email. You'll need to forward that email to us. Upon receiving that forwarded email, we need to complete another background check. FBI background checks are valid for 30 days. Since Metro Police Department's process takes longer than 30 days, an additional background check must be run. When we receive the results of your background check, we'll contact you to schedule an appointment to pick up your firearm. During the appointments, the following tasks will be completed: ATF form 4473, take possession of the firearm, and please be sure to bring a backpack large enough to transport your firearm. And then it proceeds to start the application.
Hey, bruh.
Like,
I feel like I can get into the White House faster than I can get a gun in DC.
Yo, seriously.
They done ran 3 background checks for the
Area 51.
Bro, what is the purpose of that, yo?
That should sound.
You really, really have to want a gun to go through that process just to get it.
And that's for every platform. So that's up to a shotgun, rifle, any type of firearm. That goes for all that. You have to do all of that.
Better get a taser.
Yo.
So you have to be willing to spend money for the firearm and at least an additional $350 at best minimum to do the background check process.
That's So if you done bought a Taurus, you'd essentially
You was
bought
thinking the same gun I was
Bought a
thinking.
So you'd essentially bought a Glock by the time
Yeah.
it's over with.
For real.
And you done waited forever to get it. Damn.
And because Metro Police Department takes so long, you had to do another background check.
Bro, it done took you 3 months to get a gun.
You done got robbed twice by the
That's OD, bro.
You can't really take it nowhere. That's just for the crib.
A quarter of the year to get one firearm.
I don't understand why, if you can buy a gun in DC and get a concealed weapon permit, that shit should have
Enough.
reciprocity everywhere.
Right.
Can you imagine if somebody be like, is your background gonna go through? Boy, I just got a gun in DC. You damn right my background going through.
Right. Like you're the king of all kings, and you get your stuff to go through in DC. Because Jesus Christ.
That's a good ass point, Sean. I mean, what more important place is it? You know, if you can have a background check and have you concealed in DC, you should have reciprocity everywhere.
Bro, just seeing what you got to go through. So, because you got to spend the money to take the class to make sure that you've passed, right? So,
and it's 8 hours, by the way. I do
it's
know
an 8-hour course up in DC. Just with the classes that we've seen that they offer at the Chantilly Gun Show, that's like $150. So you'd pay $150. You done bought the gun. Let's just say a Taurus, right, for $300. Right, so you at $450 already. Got to pay the $125 background check.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ken, you the math guy, tell me what is that?
What was the number?
425?
I forgot.
575.
Okay, we're at 575, but you're not finished.
$13
For the application fee.
plus $35 for the fingerprints. You got to pay for the other background check. Well, it didn't say, but I'm sure
you better move your ass down to Virginia, bro.
Bruh, like just hop across the line and just come to Virginia. Yeah, don't have to.
You done bought a Taurus 3 times,
bro.
Yeah, like $650, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
$650. So think about if you.
What?
So anyway, as we stated, US 650. I have no clue what just happened. So
Right.
US 650. In layman's terms, if you want a gun in DC, you better be ready to spend bread. But then at the same time, when you truly think about it, if you can afford to live in DC, you probably can afford them fees.
Absolutely.
If you can afford to live in DC, you can afford them fees.
Absolutely. Man, you gotta really want a gun up there, boy.
You gotta really, really want a firearm. Like, and I'm thinking, like, you know, and the sad part about it is I'm thinking from our perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine they getting hit with a merchant fee.
Yep.
Yo, and not to mention, so you'd paid all them fees, right? You think about it, let's just say 650. Let's just say that's the number. You still got taxes. You still gotta pay that. You had about $800 for a Taurus.
Bro, by the time it's done, it would have been cheaper to move out the state. But yes, I know DC's not a state.
You gotta have 10-round magazines.
Yeah, I know you was, you asshole.
For real. So when you think about it, all the fees, you got taxes, like I said, not to mention if they got a merchant fee.
And this young lady, she's literally probably the cheapest out there.
120. Can you imagine somebody had a transfer?
Because it's only two dealers.
There's only 2 dealers in DC.
Which is crazy because at the end of the day, that basically becomes a seller's choice. They can make their fees whatever they want to make them.
Right.
Like,
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Like, oh, well, she, you know, well, they charge me $150. Okay, well, I'll charge you $149. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
They don't pay taxes, of course, they keep it done.
and the fact is, you got to pay for the background check and all that before you even get them.
Bro, the fact that you got to run 2 background checks is OD to me. You got to run a background check just to take that background check to Metro PD and didn't do their application. I'm like, bro. So you
And how long do you get charged for the 8-hour class you got to take too?
Yeah, you got to pay for that.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's I know, but I feel like that should all just
think this for play.
You think we out here making this funny money?
8-hour class? Jesus Christ.
Well, so 8 hours isn't that bad
8 hours?
compared to like I think like Minnesota or something where they got to take a 16-hour class with like 2
But
days.
they got shooting with the class too though.
Well, that's true.
They got range.
DC they got to shoot too.
You got to qualify to get your concealed carry. That's tough.
And bro, and they did all that and still got to go through the process of getting it concealed.
Right.
Damn.
I feel like you should automatically have your concealed after that.
I feel like
Because you got to take another class.
after that whole process, bro, your concealed should just not expire.
That's the point. They just don't want. They want to make it hard for you, so you won't buy a firearm.
Yeah, and they want to also make it seem like, you know, any online deals that you see don't mean a damn thing. You said, man, this gun 25% off. It really don't matter to you up there.
Like, oh yeah, I'm in DC. Good luck. That's
I
all I
don't know,
got
man.
for you. Good
The
luck.
reason we're bringing this up because we had to send a gun to DC, and so it was just like, I mean, I don't know.
We told him he might as well move out.
But people love DC, so they don't want. I mean, if you're a gun lover, I feel like you need to just stay. Yeah, because it's mad people from DC that come to Chantilly.
Yeah.
And
That's,
it's
I
just
got
like,
I got a lot of family in DC, bro. Shout out to them.
that's very
DC.
true.
and they be
Don't
like, man, what can
Don't
I
get
do?
a gun, but
Mhm. Well, so good luck to them. And plus, their roster of guns allowed is like ridiculously small.
That's
But you can
sad,
smoke
though.
weed all day.
Just smoke weed every day.
Hey man, I seen that joint.
$650 for a Taurus, Slim. Lord have mercy, and that's just a Taurus. You talk about $300. Like, imagine, like, man, let me get that
Well,
let me get that staccato, man. Yeah, boy, you upwards about $2,000, $2,500.
well, when the monkeypox outbreak happened, Taurus is gonna be $650 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mac
Well,
was gonna go up to
y'all remember, bro, when Cats was selling Tauruses for like $450?
Yep.
Oh yeah. You can go on Gun Broker. They were going insane up there.
Bro, what? I still remember that, man. I say that like it won't but a year or some change ago.
I'm not like I have a Taurus, so I'm not like down in the quality. But if I'm gonna pay more than $400, I'm gonna
Look at you being
a
nice.
big dog, bro. Yeah, I got.
Man, what you said yesterday? That just
Boy.
Now people was paying that though, bro. People was taxing on guns, some type of crazy, bro.
That's true though.
Golly, man, Taurus was going crazy. You can get whatever you wanted for an AR or an AK.
Yeah, damn right.
You know, I don't know, bro.
I could never leave my SIG.
And somehow Glocks was still going down in price. I don't know. I don't understand.
Hey, yo,
But
it's
anyway.
a Glock. It's a Glock, baby.
Bro, what is going on with this thing? Hold on. Oh, actually, I don't need to hold on. I don't know why I said that.
Oh,
September 3rd, man. Y'all better be out there, bro.
Hey,
September 3rd.
It's
All the
a
work,
vibe.
bro. I'm telling
Big
you, all the work
dog.
we to put into this shop, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We
Shout out to
motherfucking
the team. Shout out to the team, bro. Everybody been putting in hours at that shop, bro. For real.
Ain't
You
no
talking
other
about
shop
everything.
like it on the east side.
None like it.
Ain't even
Bro,
the
he's-
east side and nothing.
He
Nowhere.
He said on the east side. Lord,
On
he
the
about to
east
get
side.
the west side niggas mad at us, bro.
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucking King right now, green top. Go in there and see what they look like.
On the west
see
side.
what they got
Look,
going on there.
Look, man, we put love in this thing.
All I can say is somebody gonna be mad over there though.
Oh my God, shut up.
Oh, that's fair.
He gonna be mad.
Look, man, food, drinks, man, the whole vibe, networking, man. Be there or be square.
Yeah, man.
Literally.
And look, we ain't
Bro,
for all the
Let's not bring that
buffoonery.
back in style.
We ain't for all the buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? Come out there and be diligent.
Oh no, it ain't, I'm sure that it ain't gonna be no type of environment like that, man. You know,
I know. You just got to put
you-
that message out.
You're right. Yeah, no facts though.
Yeah, be diligent, bro.
'Cause
Like,
they will get bounced.
yeah. You said security?
He's right.
No,
Hey, man,
you
say,
don't
man,
need-
where
you
your
don't
mask
need
at, man?
experience.
Hey, Aisha, go get the bitch.
Oh, tactical security services coming soon.
Coming soon, baby. What up, Kayla? How you doing? Appreciate
Kayla who?
you. That's my cousin.
Oh, I thought you. I thought you talking about no, Kayla. I was like, bro, what the f- you been? You've been costing us money, yeah. But anyway,
You could at least told us you quit.
right? We could have told us you was out this month, man.
Oh man.
You
You just left.
lost his money though. But anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway. All right, man. What we got? Keem, tell us what's going on in the world. What's going on? I know it's something else going on the in Henrico over the past couple of days. People breaking in people's houses and all of that stuff, man. So if you're in the city, man, please be aware of your surroundings. You know, lock your car doors and look. If you got a ring camera, man, that's even better. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I know. Damn. You know, this is all right. Yeah, because people breaking into stuff left and right, man. People getting desperate out here, man. So
I know, man, but at the same time, go get a motherfucking job, bro. You know how many
Like,
people
They're
hiring right
everywhere.
now? They hiring everywhere. Go get
Bro.
a job.
what, Key?
What?
Why is this jump? Yo, this shit tripping.
Yo, this all you saw. Sean said, "Go ahead, Keem." Your whole camera froze like that.
But no, I was gonna say that was like when COVID first happened. Like it was going insane as far as like people grand theft auto, people breaking into cars, and it's like that same thing happening right now.
Yeah, bro.
Insane.
I would agree, bro. Go get a job, but when you said that though, it pissed me off because the nigga that stole my car had a job and he took my car to get to work.
That's insane.
Yo, so
Hey, can you imagine?
That's insane, bro.
You steal the car, it's reported lost, and that Joe had his
At your job.
oh my god,
and he be like, they take him out, be like, who's the driver of such and such? Oh, that's me. You're the
bro, he's bro.
This
That's
car was reported.
I don't even
stolen.
want to talk about it no
This
more,
car
bro.
was reported
'Cause
stolen
when he-
35 minutes ago.
When he was up there and he said, bro, I had to get to work. I was like, bro, what the fuck? You think I
Hey.
have to get to work?
Honestly,
My
bro,
car go to his job. Oh my
I might,
god,
bro.
What?
In a moment like that,
man.
you might have to tell a cop, you gotta let me whoop his ass, bro. I gotta beat the shit out this
I
thing.
was so tight, man. I was like, unbelievable.
And you
Oh,
saw?
man.
Did you end up really seeing it at the workplace or the police?
No,
saw it?
I'm glad I didn't. No, the police. Well, the police didn't even. I think he was leaving work or something, and they ran the tags, which they always did with my car anyway. And caught his ass. Well, he took them on a high speed drive through Mechanicsville, and ended up
Lord, not Mechanicsville.
ran up on the curb and ran into his house.
So not only you stole a car, you can't drive.
Like, no, he didn't drive into his house. Lord, I would have never got that car.
No.
back. But no, he got out the car and ran into his house.
Hold on, bro. You might be the dumbest criminal of the decade,
You're
bro.
gonna get into a high speed chase and go to your house.
Hey, go home.
Go
Hey,
home.
go
Go
home.
home. You ain't staying there, so it don't matter.
You done got 3
He just
stars
drove that bitch
and
to the
Grand Theft
Henrico
Auto,
Police
and you done
Department.
went back to the spot.
I honestly feel like in his mind, he knew his house was outside of the jurisdiction of the cops that was trying to chase him. He's like, man, listen, if I make it to my house, we good.
Bro,
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So that pissed me off. It made me cringe every time I think about it, bro.
He big man.
Mr. Banks, we found your car. The gentleman had a slight request. Can he just finish his shift first before he go to jail? God damn, boy. Hey,
Bro,
what went through your mind that morning? You was like,
I asked him the same thing, Ken.
I was still a college get to work.
He said
Oh,
he walked
Jesus.
outside, just walked back in the house.
I did. No, I walked out the house and seen my car was going. I was just like, let me go back inside. I was so,
Come back out and see if it's there.
I was so blown, bro. But I was so broke back then. I ain't know if the bitch got repoed or got stolen. So I couldn't be mad. I was like,
Look, you afraid to call the finance company because they're like,
Man,
man,
I'm
damn you hop out
Oh,
on the
my
payment.
I'm trying to picture
I
Sean's
called
face
her.
right now.
yo, listen.
Yo, I guarantee instantly. I know for a fact instantly he went in the house and lit a cigarette. I know he lit a cigarette instantly, bro.
I did.
I'm crying.
Shit.
But yeah, it was so crazy. I was like, bro, I don't like shit. Let me call. Yeah, did y'all take my car? Oh no. Damn, somebody stole my car.
Hey, Sean said, y'all take my car. They said, no. Well, since we got you on the phone,
No, seriously. Since we got you on
since we got you on the
Oh,
this call
line,
is being recorded.
when are you gonna make that
This
payment,
call is
though?
from,
Being bought to record for quality insurance.
Bruh,
this call is for attempt to collect the debt.
bro,
Oh
when
my
I tell you,
God.
I'm literally crying, bro.
Me too, Ken, yo. Oh, God. That is like hilarious.
He went
Oh, my
outside and
God.
was like, I'm going back in the house.
Bro, I would've been
He's like, I
deep,
just walked
bro.
outside. I was like, I'll go back.
That don't hurt, man. It hurt me to my soul, bro. Because I was like, bro, I gotta get to work. I was already late, and I was like, yeah, man. But guess what? Niggas still went to work though, and so no excuses. Anybody out there watching?
Stole a car, not
Niggas,
excuse.
no, that ain't no excuse. You gotta still get to work.
Oh man.
Treat every day as if you left,
Oh,
man.
my
Do your
God.
thing.
Oh, my God.
You know.
My throat hurt, bro.
But I tell you what though, like my stomach was like my heart was in my stomach all day.
Oh, my God. That is just
I
like,
mean, he had my car for fucking 3 weeks, bro. Going back and forth to work. It was closed and shit.
Right up the street.
The fucked up about it, he put a system in my car. I was like, and I took it out. I was
I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah.
I
that's how
didn't
got
know
my
that
system.
one.
I said,
he
yo.
made a house at home, man.
Yeah,
He added a system in a stolen whip. Wow.
bro. I'm telling you, dog. That's how I got those speakers I got now, man.
Where's Ken? Ken?
Yo, yeah, bro.
Damn, bro.
Hey, look, hold on. You say he put a system in it,
He put a system in my shit,
Bro.
bro. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. For
put
all
a
that,
new, put a new head in that shit and everything, bro. I was
Bro.
like, he really made my car his own.
I told you, house at home.
for all that, bro, he might as well started making the payments on.
I mean,
Right.
seriously, bro.
He probably
Yo.
But the audacity, oh God. The audacity of a person to commandeer your shit like they the police. And just keep that shit, bro. I said, no, this is mine now.
And then put upgrades on the motherfucker.
Right.
Crazy, bro.
he probably got your tires broke.
This Grand Theft Auto for real.
Bro, no, my tires was toe up when I got it, bro. Man, but yeah, bro.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I already know what he was talking about, but yeah, that just pissed me off though.
Oh my God.
Oh my
People
god.
get the job.
It's a bad feeling to have somebody steal something from you, man. So if you can, man, make sure your guns You know,
Right.
You had your gun stolen. From
yeah, I had my gun stolen too. You know, well, we talked about that the
Same.
last time at the on the podcast, man. Fucking around with going to trying to holler at Bailey late night and shit. You know, got my shit broke into. But my car ain't locked, so they really ain't breaking. They just opened the door.
She hit him with it.
We done came a long way though, bro. We in here now. I got doors that
He's
lock.
coming upstairs.
Bruh.
He got the Q5 match. He coming upstairs.
But people oh man. This is such a bad
Oh,
film.
man.
That's wild, bro. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
My heart dropped when my that was the only time I had a Glock. Well, second time I had a Glock. I know I called Sean. I was like, damn, they got me. They got me. Heart dropped. I said, damn.
hey, King was like, man, what do I do, bro? I was like, man,
Call the
shit,
cops.
bro. I was like, bro, I mean, ain't shit you can do, bro, but to, call the polo.
Bro, tight. I did the same thing you did. I looked at the doors. I seen everything open. I walked right back in the house.
Bro, well, no point. Ain't no point, bro, to see what's stolen. We already want to know what was in here and where. And boy, you see all that shit ran through like goddamn, like roaches went through that motherfucker, man.
Oh my God.
Golly, bro.
Got that shit back from the police with all that damn powder, yellowish green shit all over the weapon. I said, oh yeah.
The hell he had in the
gotta
bottom
sell
of a book bag with some crumbs.
That shit was in a goddamn toy white box. I said, damn. I don't even want it no more.
Bro, and they caught your dude. He was still in the area though.
Yeah,
He lived near. He lived near you.
young boy. Mm-hmm.
Your shit ended up in New York, didn't it?
Yeah, my shit was up in New York, bro. Both
Yeah,
times.
that bit was going for $2,500.
Yeah, they damn sure made more off it than I did. Oh man,
You had a 30 barrel on that junk and everything. I remember that junk.
yeah, bro. I ain't know how to shoot
Damn.
that, so it didn't matter. I was just. This man, I was still holding that bitch sideways there too, there, so it don't even matter.
Holding one hand.
Shaw was in the range, but diabetes acting up.
I was hitting all Charlie thinking I was dope.
I was the one at the range talking about my diabetes.
But diabetes acting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, I got it. That boy was 5 yards out. Diabetes.
Oh god, hey man,
Bro, I wanted to say, can we just qualify for him, bro? Please.
Bro said this don't add up. You can stop.
Then what make matters worse than
The math don't add up.
when we went outside, he said, let's take a group picture.
Yeah, that one right, bro. That one right, though.
Hey, talk about
Like,
the
that one
assault
right,
to
bro,
open
because
wound, bro.
It was literally like 4 out of 6 people like, and the other dude like,
Yo, he mumbled. He was like, "That didn't even qualify."
like saying, yeah, because he was like saying qualified. I was like,
He did say that.
Yo,
everybody say
He did say
qualified.
that.
I was like, why would you
Right.
say that? Everybody didn't qualify. It just made people look so. They were like,
That's
bro, the
messed
look
up.
on their faces was like. I was like, hey, bro, you had to do that, yo.
he could have waited till after class to do that shit. At least wait for
Yeah.
them to leave or something like that, bro. Like
I
that
really
shit.
thought they could shoot though. It was
Because he
Lookster
was like, the
definitely.
dude was like, I'm not gonna even take the picture because I ain't qualified.
But, oh my god.
He didn't even want to take the picture.
I thought they could shoot though. To be honest, it just, that really.
We want food.
And,
Oh.
and then after that, when Kayla came, he was like, "Yeah, are you guys qualified?" He's like, "Yeah, no, I didn't."
What is, yo, let me shut the fuck up before I not be able to qualify some shit.
I know, boy. I tell you, that was one of the funniest experiences, bro. We just knew they was gonna come in that jump, blow us out the water, bro. And then,
Oh man, bro, did I start the show yet?
Diabetes.
You did.
Yeah, we 44 minutes in.
Okay. I didn't know if I did the intro yet.
I must have nigga, we've been talking this long and we won't
Well,
lie.
we're-
Hey, this like Pudite. His whole damn movie was the intro.
He said that had been the longest preview I've ever seen.
Oh my god, bro. Hey, we gotta chill, man. Listen.
I do have this story though.
Oh, B got a story. Tell us what's
Hey,
So this is the Breonna Taylor case. So former Louisville detective enters guilty plea in the Breonna Taylor's cover-up case. Former Louisville police detective Kelly Goodlett entered a guilty plea in federal court on Tuesday on one count of conspiring to violate the civil rights of Breonna Taylor. The Courier Journal reported that Goodlett is expected to testify against her former colleagues. She is scheduled to be sentenced November 22nd. She could face up to 5 years in prison. Goodlett is among 4 Louisville officers facing federal civil rights charges. Taylor, who was employed as an EMT, was inside of her home when police conducted a no-knock raid on her home on March 13, 2020. Thinking the police officers were intruders, Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, shot at police. Louisville Metro police officers returned fire, striking and killing Taylor. The Department of Justice accused Goodlett of conspiring with Kyle Meany to falsify and present false information to justify their search of Taylor's residence.
Damn. That's tough.
I think King about to fall asleep.
That Malibu tequila fucked him up already.
ain't
So
nobody.
they falsified
about
documents
to fall
on basically saying they were supposed to raid her place.
Yeah, man. You know, the story changed so many times throughout that case, bro. You know, first it was the right house, then it was the wrong house. Then, oh, well, they was looking for the boyfriend. So they say, well, no, they weren't looking for the boyfriend. Yeah, I'm like, bro, police cover us, bro. And
That shit is real.
what city was that again?
Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right. Mhm.
Kentucky.
And then Grandmaster Jay and all of them decided to go down there and, you know, discharge weapons by mistake.
Right, like an idiot.
By mistake.
Let me not talk about Grandmaster Jay though, man. He's somewhere getting hemmed up by the feds.
Yep.
This ain't the first time, though.
No, man.
All
right.
right.
Well, once he said, you know, the boat going forward on the AR-15 was the gun firing, I mean, I think he lost all credibility after that one. You know?
He said, he said bullpup means it would knock you.
Shut up, kid. Oh my God.
When I swear you, chat, when I heard that, I instantly called Sean and was like, have you seen this fucking video?
Oh my God.
Bro, I know, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even that type of dude, but I know every white person that looked at it was like, what the fuck?
Bro, do you know how bro? I don't think a YouTube video was uploaded quicker than the response to what that dude said.
He said, this is a bullpup, and bullpup means it would knock you on your head.
He said, what?
You said a bullpup mean this will knock you on your ass.
Hilarious.
But won't he, he was a Marine in real life, though, won't he? Or was he Army?
No comment, bro.
What is going on tonight?
Oh my God.
Hey,
No comment,
I
bro.
respect.
All right.
I respect the movement, bro. But god damn, bro, that shit was funny. I respect the movement though, but damn,
Oh man.
motherfucker, he
So another thing, bro. All right, man. I'm gonna say this, and I ain't man, because I feel like I'm gonna go to hell or something. Where when he was doing the interview, he was like, it was like 7, 8 people in the tank because he said he was attached to a tanking squad or whatever, and or company rather, and he was like, it was like 8 people in the tank, and blah blah blah, but anybody that knows like tanks, like they can only fit max like 4. 4 people, 5 if the other person's small, but everybody got something to do. And so the guy interviewed was like, so he ain't telling me he was wrong, but he just kept, how niggas know you lying, and so they asked the question in a different way.
Yep.
And he was like, so you say you had 8 people in the tank.
You trying to give him the answer.
I was like, all right, man, relax. But yeah, I agree, right? Because it was a big debate then. I agree with the sentiment. I agree with the movement. I didn't agree with the leader in that particular scenario. But I love what was being done overall, and it was. I feel like that was dope, and that's another reason, ultimately why. The feds got on his ass, and they didn't want that shit happening again. The 60s and 70s was enough for them.
Pretty much.
So, I definitely sympathize with that because they did what they had to do. They got them on some trumped up charges and stuff like that. And so that part's very unfortunate, because obviously he knew better, and we all know better. He ain't gonna point no gun at no
fucking
cop.
rifle. Yeah,
Because if he did, he would have been laid the fuck out. It wouldn't be
Easy.
no drawn out
Easy.
case like that. So, with that being said, I know that's some garbage. But yeah, King, what you got, bro? The King Dingling
moving
spotlight.
on, man. These ghost guns will not go away, evidently. Pretty much, there was an article, well, not an article, but a YouTube video, and pretty much just government talking about ghost guns, and there's a surge in ghost guns because of the new federal regulation that they put that all these ghost guns
went into effect today.
So they said that there was a surge that was possibly even worse because now they're trying to get them out even faster to the wrong buyers. So they're really trying to crack down on lowers and P80s and all of the above one.
My thing is, so what I didn't get a bunch of clarification on, let's say the dealers, right? Which they're not dealers if you're not a dealer if you don't have an FFL, but there are a lot of people without FFL selling P80s, right? Are they grandfathered in because they already bought P80s prior to that? I never really got clarification on that, from the ATF agent.
I feel like because they are so nervous on that manner, I think they would because of how they're carrying it as far as like, they're selling all these guns at a rapid pace now without a serial number. So now it's like they're not going to make somebody go and put a serial number on it, or I doubt somebody would go put a serial number. They can't.
So they did specify FFLs, right? But once again, you didn't have to have an FFL to sell a P80 at first. It's required now that you have a FFL if you have P80s. But if they say everybody or all FFLs now, if you're in the possession of P80s, we have to serialize it in some form, way, or shape. But I still didn't get clarification for the quote unquote private sellers, you know what I'm saying, and what they had to do, because I'm sure they're not gonna turn them in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know. But now
It was,
go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say it was funny because the entire article or YouTube video was based off of these two guys that were making ghost guns essentially, for quite some time, and then once the rule went into it, even before the rule went into effect, they decided to put serial numbers on, and they had like a whole 10-minute speech, and then the guy says, "Yeah, it's not going to really do any good though. It's not going to stop crime. Criminals don't obey the law. Stop." The video just stopped, and they wouldn't even let him talk no more. And I was like, "Well, he about to tell y'all some real shit. Why stop it now?"
Right, yeah, exactly. It's ultimately it's not going to stop crime. However, I guess what they really want to do is, like they do with all the other serialized guns right now, is to be able to have a trace ran on it, right? Like we do now, we get traces every week. So I guess even if it is done, in a crime, at least they'll be able to track who bought it at least at a particular time. I'm guessing that that would be their reasoning behind it. I mean, that's the most logical reason, but stopping crime is not one of them.
But that's what they think. That's the leading, to try to stop crime, which we all know that is.
Nah, they could definitely tell you shut the hell up. You start talking stuff like that.
Yeah. So,
hold on. Okay. But yeah, man. Question. Why should I'm gonna ask this to Ken, man? Like, why should people support us? Right? There's a lot of times, obviously, we meet a lot of people who genuinely support us and things of that nature, and we definitely appreciate those guys from the bottom of our heart. But it's a lot of people, who still, haven't or reluctant to, and things like that. And I told myself, talking to everybody, I said, I guess people, need to know how important it is to, if you're not supporting us, but some other Black, or some other minority-owned gun businesses of some proportion, whoever it may be, because that stuff is so important, to us, and not only just to us, but the industry as a whole. We're trying to, break into this market. Everywhere we go and everywhere we've been up until this point, it's not very many of us, and oftentimes we're the only people of color in the building, and so having that support, from our family, loved ones, and people out there that's just, who've been following us for a minute. Bubba, I definitely appreciate that. But I just feel like the reason a lot of our businesses in this field especially don't survive, is because we don't get the type of support that I feel like we should get, given what we're trying to do. And our whole premise behind starting and doing what we're doing is for the community, has been for the community. Yes, well, obviously we're a business, but our passion comes behind, really being able to show people, the ins and outs of in the gun industry as a whole, but not only that, with their individual firearms at that. And so, Ken, why do you think we should garner up a little bit more support, or should try to at this point?
Personally, I think you'd answer that question already. I mean, at the same time, like, we understand that us being minority, that we are in this industry, we're small fish in a big pond, and we know that. But at the same time, we are one of the few races that will actually support each other for some odd reason when it comes to certain things. So, we'll have guys, and girls or whatever. We'll go to Green Top, go to Cabela's, et cetera, whatever. And then they'll look at us as if we are, how would I explain it?
Regular customers, or we don't know nothing?
Yes, very, very, like we're going to misinform them. I should say it like that. That's the best way to put it. As if we're going to misinform them on information when it comes to firearms training, etc. And a lot of people don't realize that we do the same amount of research that anybody else would do. So we definitely don't get a lot of support, being especially one, we're minority, also because we're young. Age does play a huge factor in that. We've seen that before as well. We've seen guys, they'll, well, who got the experience here, and what's this, et cetera, and going on all over that. And then they'll go to, another vendor and definitely willing to give them their money. Now, that's not to say that we don't have people that will come to us and they love our energy and everything like that, because we have a lot of, customers that give us their business over and over. Shout out to Mike, he's definitely one of them. What I'm saying, and he enjoys our energy, but I feel like we're not supported for, like I said, mainly because of we're young, our race, and we look like people assume we're going to misinform them as far as we don't know what we're talking about.
Well, I'm glad you said it, because we literally had a guy one time who stood there while we were talking to a customer, Keem, you remember this?
Absolutely.
And he was like, I just stood here and wanted to listen to you guys to see if I could figure out or see if I can hear you say something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys did it. And I'm impressed. And I was like, well, first of all, I guess thank you. But second of all, why are you so surprised?
Well, at the same time, I would, you could take that as disrespect, but in a small way. If you see the inner lining of it, it's you kind of take that as a compliment a little bit, because before he said something, he stood back and he listened to what we had to say, and then he didn't make judgment. He had already made the judgment in his head, but he was willing to sit and listen, and then obviously changed his mind within that brief period of time of where, oh shit, no, they actually know what the fuck they're talking about. But I appreciate that guy for being honest of saying, hey, I wanted to see if you guys were going to say anything wrong, because he was actually willing to voice his opinion on something like that, as opposed to we have a lot of people that will sit there and don't want to voice their opinion. They'll sit there, they give you a look, and then they kind of walk off.
Right.
Like, oh, we know they were looking at us.
Some people we don't even get the opportunity.
We don't even get the opportunity to talk to them. And granted, banks tell everybody all the time, what I'm saying, we're educators first. So, we do as much research as we can on firearms. We shoot as much as we can as well, but at the same time, we do this for the community, man. Like, we really do. For the 2A community, that's what we do it for. And we can't stress that enough. And you have so many people that look down on us and say, well, it sucks to say it, but we get a lot of black men that will do that to us, because they see our age, and they'll sit there, oh man, okay, and walk off. And they think, again, and we said it before, we've seen it multiple times. You have a guy and a girl that come up, et cetera, we're talking to them, and the man will feel like we're truly misinforming the female on the information we're giving them.
Yeah, I mean, dealing with couples are yeah, they're definitely a challenge. You know, that's
There,
why we take things a little differently when we talk to couples now. Go ahead, Ken.
no, I was actually reading a comment, and I was definitely saying that's very true. We get a lot of people that may come in, and they have, we'll say, far more experience than us, and it's like that. Oh, I know everything, and you just like, okay, so why are you here asking questions if you already know the answers? And I'm all of us. We're not against learning from the customers that we have coming through. We had a guy that was where was we at? I think Manassas. The guy had been in the military going on 30 years. And, he was talking to us about, he was a scout sniper, everything like that, et cetera, all of his missions and everything like that. And he was a really cool guy. But he didn't come at us with a very, I'm arrogant. I'm, that narcissistic attitude. Like, I'm better than you guys because I know exactly what I'm talking about. And those are the people we truly want to deal with. But to be real, we know those are people we're not going to always get 80% of the time.
Yeah. King, what you got, bro?
I was sitting here soaking everything up, I know Ken was being kind of nice, Ken said
up,
that
B?
very, very smooth and nice, but for the lack of words, is sometimes we get tired of being not disrespected, not respected. To be completely honest, I'm gonna go out there and say it. It's one thing when we first started. I will never forget. Me and Sean walked into the building. We're at Virginia Beach. Lady comes up to us and she's like, "Hey, the event isn't until tomorrow." We looked at each other like, "Tomorrow?" Like, "Oh yeah, no, the gun show's tomorrow." And we're like, "Oh, we're vendors here." "Oh, okay. Where are you guys with?" It's like we have to explain ourselves without art. The perception of having to explain ourselves gets frustrating at times.
The best way to explain it, I'm sorry, King, we have to try twice as hard to be considered what is standard for other vendors.
Absolutely.
And
that's on one end, and then on the customer end, it's almost like, well why are your guns so cheap? Are these new? Like, you're not going to Green Top or Bass Pro Shopping asking them why are they guns so cheap. If anything, you're going to be like, hell yeah, that's a great deal. There's no questions about it. There's no reasoning about that. You're going to pay that cost. A lot of times minority, I'll just go and say minority and put everybody there. It's just like we always look for, it's automatically, we got to get that 5-finger discount there. I know they're going to do a deal. Not saying that you can't do a deal at most gun shows, which is fine, but the expectancy of doing that all the time,
we're still a business. Like that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's a business, and it sucks, man. The way can't put that perfect, bro. Everybody looks for that. Like, oh, come on, man, you get home in that 19X 500 out the door. Out the door? Excuse me?
Well,
and
go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, can you hit it on the head? Our age does have a lot to do with it, but there's a gray area, right? Because being at our age, and being at our ethnicity, what we are. If the same person was doing this another skin color, it would be completely fine. T-Rex Arms is younger than us, and he's very well respected. For anybody that doesn't know, that's Lucas. We can go look him up, T-Rex Arms on Instagram or YouTube. I mean, he's very well respected in the gun industry.
Hell of a shooter too, bro.
So it's just
but he said
the perception.
Black Lives Matter and shit, though. But go ahead.
Understood. But the perception of a black arms dealer is so different than a Caucasian. We understand that we're in a predominantly white industry. And that's honestly one of the reasons why we wanted to get into it. But the support system is so skewed, when it comes to truly support. And it's not saying support like, oh man, y'all got your gunshot, man, that's dope, man. Like, we'll go to gun shows. Oh man, y'all the brothers? Oh yeah. But you just bought a gun from Trojan. We had a whole conversation about you. You just got some information off of us, and you went and bought somewhere else. You know, I'm fine. It's fine and
I
cool.
definitely love to support my people.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
It's cool, you know, it's cool, but you
Or
know,
either
you can't
say,
be
I
on
want to
top.
support my people, but he got the same gun you got over there for cheap, but I want to buy from y'all. Well, Negro, if you want to buy from us, you'll pay my price for it.
But we get that a lot. And most of the times, you know, the way we price things, we're always at least around the same price and or lower than the individual. So when the individual comes to us and says, well, you know, this person got this for, you know, $30, $25, $10 or whatever cheaper,
But their transfer,
you know, but you know, chances are in itself is I'm like, no, they're not, right? Because we know what's going on, you know. Obviously we have eyes as well. So I know, you know, you can't bullshit me and be like, well, this gun's $40 cheaper somewhere else. I'm like, you're damn lie. You know, you didn't get this Gen 5 19 for $470 or some shit like that. I'm like, you can't sit up here and tell me that.
not only are you,
You
a
know,
damn
not
lie,
here.
but you over here trying to help me for a price. Why ain't you buy it over there?
Right. So my thing is, I'm like, you know, I understand if you got to do what you got to do. You know, you got to find, you know, the best deals possible and things of that nature. But, you know, we don't like to be patronized and say, well, you know, like they got it for $40 cheaper, man, but I want to buy it from you. You know, what can you do? You know, when I just gave you, you know, or any of us just gave you like, you know, $15, $25 off a gun, you know, and like just don't bullshit us. You know what I'm saying?
Which, to be completely honest, like giving you a discount, man, that's a privilege. You know, like Keem said earlier, you going to like Green Top or Cabela's or something, you ain't gonna go in it, man. Let me get that joint for $50 off. Think about it. Yeah, no. And then what you gonna do? You gonna walk off? Do you come back? All right, I'll take it. So it's like don't bullshit us on that, you know, in that regard.
You know, or go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry, man. Can I get some?
I was just gonna say I truly like this topic. You know, this is something that we talk about as instructors. You know, as business owners, as family members amongst ourselves. You know, people don't really get to see this. So when you know we all brought this up today, it was like we're gonna speak on it. It goes into, you know, we truly care about the people. You know, that is essentially why we got into this business. It is to teach, inform, and educate. That is priority number one for us. Now a lot of people get into the title thing, you know. I would never knock the NRA. I'm not throwing any shots, but the reason why we went with USCCA was because it made sense to the people. It made sense to civilians. It made sense. It was more about understanding the people and helping the people understand. You know, everybody doesn't get that military experience, the law enforcement experience. So we want to truly get back to the civilians on a different level. So that's truly why we went with USCCA, because it, you know, not because it made sense necessarily to us, it made sense to the people. You know, we were able to teach that to the people, which is why, you know, not to toot our own,
and they were more inclusive.
Exactly.
Very much so.
Absolutely. You know, so it was more of a, oh, we going with the USCCA for this. No, we actually went with USCCA because it was for the people. That's always been priority number one, always will be, you know, and we will continue to do that. You know, we truly believe that we're giving information, you know, that you might not get, you know, anywhere else, or you might have to pry it out of people. You know, we're not into the business of like keeping it for ourselves. You know, we are, as a community, we do that all the time in the Black community. You know, we want to keep everything for ourselves. I don't want nobody to one up me. The hell with that. Like, each one teach one. Denzel said it best. So whenever we get information and we feel like it's suitable to tell you guys and it makes sense to us, we're gonna tell it. You know, so
you know, I just, you know, I never really understood, you know, why spend your money in a place where, I'm not talking about any particular location, right? But in a place where you feel like you're maybe not so wanted, you know, two, you get a bad feeling or a bad vibe, you know, and things like that. But you yet still spend your money there. And I just never understood that. We get a lot of people say, man, yeah, when I went in such place, it was just we were treated bad and funny, and it wasn't a welcoming feeling. And I asked, well, did you buy it? And something. Well, yeah, I saw this great deal on this. And to me, the two just don't add up. Why go to a place where you're not wanted, but they'll gladly take your money and you're willing to give it, but if you're not appreciated for, what you're doing, I feel like what's the point, and it's just something I never really understood.
And this is coming from, we're not giving y'all no, fake, made up stuff. Like, this is coming from true events that's happened to myself, Sean, Ken, Bailey. Like, I've been in an establishment where, myself as an instructor felt like I was being treated like a child, just off of my skin color, the perception of my skin color,
And we've had so many people at the gun show tell us, like, we'll speak to them on a general, hey, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, whatever the case may be, and they'll stop, and they solely bought a gun from us because they said you guys were the first people to speak to me, and that's the sad part,
right?
Exactly. Because I know, I went to the Richmond gun show before all this and got my first firearm, and I felt intimidated everywhere I went. As far as he just gonna want a Glock, he just gonna ask me about an extended clip, he just gonna ask me about this, and I generally wanted to know information about the firearm and what's best for me that fit my purpose for why I wanted a gun, and so so at the same time, it's almost as if when it comes to us as a minority, they don't know how to talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me say a couple keywords and I'm gonna get them. Let me just say Glock. Let me say extended clip. Let me just, go with the lingo, and then they're gonna buy it. But us, we'll tell you in a heartbeat, man, y'all got an extended clip. You got an extended magazine. We're gonna correct the vocabulary for you. You can take offense to that. However, we're never trying to be, innocuous when we do it. We're never trying to be offensive to you, but at the same time, we want you to be able to go to somebody else and say the exact same thing. Like, man, you got an extended clip, I got an extended magazine, whatever the case may be. Oh, you got that lemon squeeze, I got a grip safety. You know what I'm saying? So we get that a lot, and we tell so many people your vocabulary can take you very far. And people just don't want to hear that, but I feel like they, when you go to certain dealers and they dealing with minority, they don't know how to speak to us. Like, oh man, let me just sell them this Glock, bro, and move on.
I'm about to say, or they don't care to deal with us or say too much to us. I mean, it ain't the fact that they can't. Like they do, they'll sit up there and talk to somebody else for 30 minutes, and while you standing right there wanting to ask a question, they'll look at you and keep on doing what they're doing.
Well, I'm going to speak from the paperwork standpoint. I have nothing to do with your background check getting denied. I'm just going to say that because,
ain't nobody tell you to smack that whole 10 years ago.
No, I just feel like, they think we did something. Like, we're not doing the same thing as the other vendors or putting in background checks like the other vendors, or even just, let alone just selling a firearm like the other vendors.
Yeah.
Or we're not supposed to charge taxes. Like, you pay taxes at the grocery store.
Facts.
We technically can charge you up to 10% taxes. That's according to the ATF for a firearm.
So we being generous.
So, sometimes you feel like you get used and abused. Am I saying that correctly? Like
sometimes
your kindness is taken for your weakness.
Because you're not saying that to anybody else. So I know just to basically repeat what you guys say. You're not doing this at another vendor or hackling them or whatever the case may be. You're not asking those same questions to them. Well, can you waive my transfer fee? Can you, take my tax? Can you give me like $10 off? You're not saying these things to those people.
Or we family,
Yeah.
Look out,
look out for
Stuff
look
like
out
that.
for the bros.
Family,
Whatever the case may be, you're not doing that to them.
Motherfucker, we family. We buy a granny.
This
family.
This gun don't come with free ammo.
What?
Right. Have you ever purchased a gun with ammo? No.
Say, a couple like maybe 10 years ago, people was doing stuff like that, But believe it or not, that ammo was was built into the cost of that gun that you bought.
Of course.
But that's what people don't understand. I mean, that goes if anybody making anything or you buying stuff out of the grocery store shelf. Every cost factor to make that item is put into that item's price, regardless of what it is.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, what I'm just trying to relay is, if you support us, I definitely appreciate it, man. From the bottom of my heart, But one thing about it is, especially when we move into our new location, is we're always going to look out, for folks, the best way that we can. That's how we've always operated. That's how we'll continue to operate. But I guess the times of can you waive the sales tax, or can you do this, then the third, or can you blah blah blah, whatever, I'm like that time has unfortunately come to an end.
Well, I'm gonna piggyback off of that because when I have women's only classes, I tell ladies, I give them my personal cell phone number and also the number to the business. I say, if you need anything, call me. Like this is going to be a non-ending relationship because I want you to feel like. So if you have something or you need something or I need to answer a question for you or something about a law, I'll look it up for you, see what I can do about it. But we try to build relationships, and I don't want people to feel like, we're overbearing or, trying to do the most, but that's really, we put our heart into things and, trying to take care of people is mainly, around what we do, make sure that you're straight and being comfortable with buying a firearm or taking a class or feel comfortable shooting. Like we're not saying, hey, you have to buy this gun today, because you're right here. Come back later, talk to us another time, whenever you get ready. And other people will just be like, all right, you ready to buy the gun today? All right, bye.
And that's a messed up part about it too, right? Because a lot of time we'll sit down and talk to people for like 45 minutes about a particular gun, getting them, we'll break it down for you, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, we were talking to another vendor one time. They sell a lot of guns. We sell a lot of guns too. However, they were like, your problem is you talk too much to people. Like if the goal is, to sell as many guns as possible, then you talking to people too much. Like people need to make a decision in like 2 minutes. And I was like, that sounds good and all, if you're just looking at things from the aspect of selling, but we're trying to give people some good information along the way, but it really made me think, like, that's why so many people get treated so poorly, because it's just a numbers game to a lot of folks. They ain't trying to do this for, I guess I can't really say for the right reasons, because everybody's reasons, I can't say who's is wrong or right. But if it's just a numbers game to a lot of folks, then yeah, that's obviously why most people get treated the way that they do, when they go in certain establishments. And I don't know, man. It's something that we talk about quite often. I just hope that if you really mean that you support us, then please support us. Like obviously we're gonna have prices very comparable to any place else on the market, right? Except necessarily the internet, because you're always going to find a Glock 19 for $400 on the internet, even though that's not really the case on how much you're going to spend by the time you get it in hand. But we're always going to be comparable to anybody that's in our general vicinity, and if you want to support us, please support us. I don't know if we can do any more hassling, and things like that, because we just want to give good information, man, and stay in business. That's all.
It's very well put. It's very well put, man. Yeah, we're not into the business of selling, just selling a weapon. You know, once you leave our establishment, we want to make sure you understand everything about that weapon. You know, I tell people all the time whenever I'm talking to them, I want you to, I want you to be a teacher of the weapon. You know, not just learn it, but to be able to teach it to somebody else. That's the type of mindset we would like you to go on with. You know,
Right.
we look at guns, a lot of people get the misconception, you may see us, we joking around, we loud, we doing this, we different from the rest of the vendors. Don't get me wrong, we are different. But, you don't have to be uptight because we talking about weapons. Yes, it's important. It's very serious things that can happen, that should happen. But, we want to create that environment to where everybody's comfortable with talking about it. We got to get out of that. Oh my God, it's a gun, or you got to be serious. Like, yeah, it's serious parts in it, but we can also have fun while doing it. We truly enjoy what we do. We don't just get up and oh man, I got to go to the office, or I got to go to the show. Like, man, I can't wait to go to the show. Truly, we're excited to see new faces, returning faces to come back. And it's something. It just does something to you, when you get to meet people and you got repeating customers, and they're constantly telling you they're seeing the growth and they're seeing everything like that. We truly enjoy what we do. So this is very very important to us that people see that we are we would like to be respected. We're not just this black small company. We have bigger aspirations than what our perception may be.
And that's big time, folks. But yeah, man, that's where we are, man. And some of the things we've been thinking about here. Fortunately, I'm not gonna say unfortunately. Fortunately, there hasn't been a lot in the news. I mean, in terms of well, obviously there's been some type of gun violence and things of that nature, but large scale stuff, it's been pretty quiet. So it's nothing for us to really report on that, and which I'm glad about. Obviously fall's around the corner in winter and things like that. So hopefully people's temperatures and attitudes get better, over the next couple of months, But I did see a video of a guy pull a gun out on the tow truck guy. So,
Oh yeah, that video's
on the repo, man.
Oh,
but he pulled out so quick.
Listen,
That boy pulled out so quick.
yo, your car getting repo is not worth you going to jail over, right?
We also got to get out of that mindset of people thinking, bro, like if I pull out a gun, I'm the most intimidating person on the planet too.
Right? Tow truck driver could have pulled out his pistol.
Who would say that tow truck driver ain't pull up, stop that motherfucker, open up the door, got out with a fully auto AK, and lift your ass up.
They don't call Virginia the Wild Wild West for no reason. Probably 1 in 3 people have some type of weapon on them. And that might be being generous.
Maybe at this moment that might be generous for real.
Just because you look like you can't see nobody printing or anything like that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that carry concealed in the legal way at that.
Right, the legal way. That's the only thing we can do. But yeah, man, don't stop brandishing your guns out on situations that. Like you gonna be fine without that car, bro. I was fine when that nigga stole my car, bro. Like, you gonna be all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna still find a way to work.
He did.
You can look at it the other way too. You can look at it the other way. You're gonna meet the right person. You're gonna be messing around just brandishing. Your life might get took. Somebody that ain't playing.
Tell you, man. Think about it, bro. You gonna be all right.
Please
stop pulling out your gun on stupid stuff like that, man. But yeah, man. That's all I got. B, you got anything? Before we get up out of here.
I don't. Just make sure y'all show up and show out September 3rd.
September 3rd.
But before September 3rd, we are in the building. This week.
Building.
You gotta sing, King.
Yeah, sing it, bro.
I gotta sing it.
Yeah.
I thought, wait, before I
We
sing
are
it,
in the building.
before I sing it, what happened to You Don't Know Shit About Guns? I thought it was supposed to be Sean and King going this weekend. Y'all out there, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Bruh.
You got questions, King?
I ain't got no questions.
You got
They said
questions?
I don't want that motherfucker questions.
It ain't
Nah.
for real though.
They said I
Hey,
can't
last
make no
week
questions,
King was
so
like back in the
I really-
17th century.
you got any
17th
questions?
century?
I don't.
You went through 30 of them last week.
Pulled out the notepad and everything last week.
I don't have no questions.
I said, bro, what? And yo, them questions was. I was like, bro, what are you doing right now, bro? Like, that was.
It's Kenneth
ridiculous.
J's fault.
I'm
It's
glad
Kenneth's
it was Tuck and Brion last week because I was like,
Facts,
yo.
'cause we'd been playing till 1 o'clock in the morning.
No bullshit.
I was like, you know what? First person to Google the right answer is get it.
Oh man.
Look,
doing
you
next
looking up
week.
questions.
No, we can
barely looking at questions, but you know, we'll resume, you know, because I'm still back. I'm still back on top, baby. You know, I'm still on top. I'm the king right now.
Not this.
If that nigga don't look like Rick Ross right now.
I'm the pineapples and shit, you know. Pears and shit.
Pears.
Shout out to all the pears out there.
Shout out to the pears out there. You know?
Oh, man.
Yeah. But we'll revisit next week, man. To you on those shit.
Let it rock. That's fine.
Who going?
It's supposed to be me and Ken.
Mm-hmm. And Billy, I guess you got to ask the questions because they just.
You can host next week.
Y'all really want me to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Then I said, baby.
Hey!
And I really want to love you.
Hey, before Bailey hosts that next week, no sex before the podcast. she gonna be texting. Yes, it is.
I'm dead.
Bro, I
The
tell you,
answer
we
I think I'm gonna come.
Oh my god, how embarrassing.
We were just
Dang, bro.
live. That was live in effect.
We're gonna have to edit this video.
Right.
Nope. It's all live. They just better deal with it. It's all live.
Oh
man. But anyway, man. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all next week.
Good
Peace.
night.